everybody. Yes, this is Nicole Pierce, and you are listening to Career Conversations with Nicole. I have a good friend of mine, Kirstie Collins, and this is part 2 of what you need to know about internships. So listen up. We'll talk all about what you need to do after you register for the course, the cost, and why you might want to do this for the CPA. Enjoy. Well, so then after they get into the course, then what happens? What's the next steps? And then, and do they have to pay for this, this course?
Yeah, those are good questions that I get a lot as well. So the internship course is like any other course that you would take at KSU. So the purpose of this class is to make sure you're learning something, just like all your other classes. And we have to measure that learning. And so there will be assignments. There will be a real professor assigned to it. And your assignments are going to be based on the work you're doing. So different from other classes you take at KSU, you won't need a textbook, right? The textbook is you doing the work. Yeah, so that's bonus for taking internship credit rather than other classes. But you will have assignments, so you will have to get into.
So, and this is just a question that I think the students might ask is like, do you personally feel that the workload is a lot? Because if you think about our students that are in busy season internships, you know, they're working somewhere between 50, it could be 40, but on an average, probably 55 hours if they're doing the full time. But it could even be more. And so just so that as they plan and wrap their head around it, because I can hear my really good students in the back being like, oh my gosh, can I do the work and the internship? So is it a lot of work or?
Well, I would first try to ease the anxiety a little bit, that it's definitely doable. Most of our students, any student who's taken the class will not come back and say, it was way too much, I couldn't do it. So just so you know that, it's definitely doable. Luckily, in a busy season, most students might start their internship in January and end sometime in March. So you didn't have all of April and May to complete, your assignments.
That's so true. That's good. Okay, so that's a good point. I didn't calculate that in, and I bet a student. Well, what about the payment portion? So if you do the busy season, it's normally January to April, and then classes don't actually end until later. So yes, you will have significant amount of time. Perfect. That's great.
For credit as any other class. So if you end up taking the internship class for 6 credits, then you would just pay the per credit rate for all 6 of those credits. Financial aid counts for this. So just if you're getting financial aid or scholarships or anything like that, it counts as any other academic course that you would take at KSU. So that's definitely something to think about. Also the fees, any fees that are charged regularly to you as a KSU student will also be attached to those. So even though like a lot of students' questions is, well, I'm not on campus because I'm doing this internship, so why do I have to pay the fees? But it's just the part that the university, how they calculate the credits for the classes. So unfortunately, it's just part of it, but it's still a really good value for you to not only get this opportunity, not have to buy your textbooks, also investing in your professional future by opening up job opportunities for you. So I still think it's a better value than taking, the other classes that you would take to get your business electives, because you're not only getting the knowledge, but you're also networking and kind of investing in your future as well.
Well, and I also really like the part, and this is what I tell students, is you're making money, right? Most accounting interns get paid pretty good money. So, you know, and we always say that average range is probably somewhere around that $22 to $26 an hour.
Yeah.
What can you want to talk a little bit about that and how that can add to you're getting the experience and you're getting the credit on your academic record.
Many students have the same questions that you do, trust me. When students come in and they want to ask questions about how credits might work for CPA, I always point them to the School of Accounting's Get Certified link. So you can literally go onto the kennesaw.edu and put in there Get Certified into the search, and it'll pull you up to that site. Or just go directly to the School of Accounting site and click on it. There is a frequently asked questions tab under the CPA certification that answers every single question that you could think of that, you know, has to do with internship credits and how it works for CPA. But basically, students within accounting, although you only need 6 academic credits to graduate, those are the 6 credits that you would be required to as your business electives. Those students could register for more than the 6 credits. They could register for up to 12 credits if they, you know, meet all the requirements for that. And so 6 of those credits will count toward, you know, KSU, you know, graduation. But, you know, the additional 6 credits, although those don't count toward graduation, they are added onto your total amount of credits that you've taken that fit that 150 credit requirement. So that's something to think about. So some students will register for 12 credits because they're very close. Maybe they have an additional major or minor, they changed their major, so they already have a lot of credits. And so they just need a little bit of a boost to get to the 150. So some students choose to do that. Students can register for more than one 12-credit internship as well. So if that is, you know, your decision and you want to do that, then you have the ability to do that. In addition, it gives you at least 3 accounting level courses that you can use towards your accounting requirement in the CPA. So 3 of those credits that you take will count toward that. The rest of the credits all count toward the 150. So hopefully that makes sense. If it doesn't, go to the Get Certified page because it definitely outlines it really well on there. And so I think that that's one of the main reasons students choose to get it. Some students might choose not. I love it.
So helpful. And I'm going to put you on the spot for the last question of today. Can you clearly define the difference between an internship and a co-op? Students ask me this question a good amount.
Yeah. So within KSU, we have kind of some guidelines about the internship or co-op, but the most important thing is that within Coles College, the internship and co-op are courses that you can take, right? So each of the courses have different prerequisites and requirements, and they both have different value for you as a student. So if you choose, I want to take the internship course, then you have to make sure that you meet all the requirements for that, which are you have to have a 3.0 GPA, you have to have completed the Accounting 3100 course, you have to be accepted into Coles College, and then you have to be doing a job within accounting. For the co-op course, you have to have at least a 2.5 GPA. You also have to complete that 3100 course, but acceptance into Coles isn't required. One of the main differences why a student might choose accounting internship rather than co-op is the amount of credits that you're able to get. So with a co-op, you're limited to only 3 credits in a semester, and you have to work basically full time to achieve that. But with the internship course, you can work almost half that amount of time and get 6 to 12 credits for internship course. So most students will prefer to do the internship course because you can knock out all your credits at one time. It's, you know, a better value than having to do multiple co-ops.
Got it. Okay. Well, that totally makes a whole lot of sense. So, you know, if you don't meet the requirements for the internship, then the co-op is your next best choice.
Yeah, absolutely.
I love it. Okay. Well, any last thoughts or farewells to the students before we get off today?
Well, I love meeting with students, especially our accounting students, because, you know, just helping them to open up their minds to all the opportunities that are available to them is like such a great thing, because kind of see them come in and figuring out what they want to do. And then when we see them land that job, you know, in a year or two, it feels so great.
It is.
We're doing virtual.
I definitely look forward to meeting with some of you.
If you ever want to meet with me
in a virtual
the best
appointment,
way
we
is to
can
literally
schedule
do
through
everything
Handshake.
that we
So
can
you just
do.
go to Handshake,
look
go
at
to
your
resume,
schedule
I can share my screen,
and
walk
that's how you
you
can
through
get
your
onto my
LinkedIn.
calendar. You know, I can talk you through anything. And so definitely, hopefully, hoping this is going to help more students be able to meet with us.
And I'm actually going to be doing virtual appointments too. And I'm just like you. I think they're going to be just as valuable, maybe even easier, because you could be anywhere and meet me.
Yeah. You could use your phone, your computer,
you
know, anything that you have. And so I think that's going to help more students to be able to get the value of that. So reach out to Nicole, reach out to myself. Don't just wait until the last minute to get some help. We want you to be prepared. We want you to be the most prepared so that you stand out in an awesome way for all this recruitment that's going on.
I love it. I love you. Thank you for doing that with me.